What's up, peeps? It's Aleks Mickelland, and I've got the 14th edition of my Euro 2012 preview straight through dress rehearsal and ready for showtime. And today, we've got the other host nation on deck. Ukraine is in the spotlight. Now, Ukraine wasn't a feature in the international scene until 1992, shortly after their split from the former Soviet Union. And while they've experienced some success in their brief history by advancing to the quarterfinals of their first ever World Cup in 2006, the team hasn't risen to become the upper tier European side some people thought they really could be. Yet they've produced some solid players throughout the years, such as Alexander Shavkovsky, Serhii Rebrov, Andrei Husin, Oleg Luzhny, and of course, Andrei Shevchenko. That, in addition to the international success clubs like Dynamo Kiev and Shakhtar Donetsk have achieved past and present. Bit surprising that Ukraine has largely failed to qualify for major tournaments. They do have a free pass this time around, being the hosts, which means that Ukraine will have massive fan support for all their matches. And they recently rehired Oleg Blokin, who, if you remember, led the team back in 2006. But the question remains, can they deliver the performances worthy of a team at the center of a continental spectacle? Now, there is some talent among Ukraine's 23-man squad, mostly geared towards playing a little bit of an attacking football. A good deal of the team's midfielders and forwards have a vast amount of experience, with a few young players also a part of the mix. On the right side of the midfield is Oleg Husev, a quick and excellent crosser who runs for every ball. He can also score a few goals too. We've also got Sergei Nazarenko and Ruslan Rotan providing stability and solid awareness from box to box. Next is Bayern Munich's Anatoly Timushuk, a defensive midfield maestro. The veteran's a great passer, very good at making clean tackles, and is a rocket of a shot from distance. Taking the left midfield slot should be youngster Yevhen Konoplyanka, just 22 years of age. This guy's established himself as a hot prospect in Europe thanks to his creativity, quickness, and control. Definitely one to watch now and in the future. Ukraine's strikers are a fairly talented bunch as well. Andrei Voronin's a guy that's been around for a while, a cerebral forward who looks to set up chances for his teammates, kind of like Emil Heskey. And yes, I know there's going to be some Heskey jokes about this, but trust me, he gets too much flack. Let's be honest, he is a smart player, just doesn't score a lot that a forward should, but, you know. And then there's also the aforementioned Shevchenko. People do remember that he was an absolutely lethal forward earlier in his career. One of the best in the world even, thanks to his positioning, accuracy, touch, pace, and dead ball proficiency. Injuries have hampered his career as of late, but Sheva is still a threat, no question. Ukraine may even have found his heir apparent, Andrei Yarmolenko. With the classic finishing ability, speed, and effort he puts forth in games, it's no wonder he's got teams like AC Milan already vying for his services. The ball's in his court to make this a memorable tournament for the home side. Unfortunately, though, Ukraine finds itself bleeding with problems left and right. First and foremost, their defense is anything but tournament caliber. Goalkeeper Andrei Piatov is not a big imposing player, and he does have a tendency to give up a few clangers in the net. Yaroslav Rakitsky, Vitaly Mandzik, and Taras Mikalik, and others among the defense, are very inexperienced. In addition, they lack the necessary discipline, awareness, and quality needed for defenders at the world stage. The friendlies they've played in the months leading up to the tournament have seen them leaking several goals against sides like Germany, France, and Uruguay. This may be obvious, but that absolutely cannot happen if Ukraine definitely wants to have a chance at advancing from Group D. Conversely, many of Ukraine's established players are on the wrong side of 30 years old, which is pretty big in world football. Voronin's almost 33. Timushuk himself is 33. Nazarenko's 32. And Shevchenko's 35. That's just a few of the players. Hence, these guys may have a little bit of trouble with young, quick teams, despite their wealth of experience. Having veterans on your team is a good thing. Having too many? Not so much. And that's the risk Ukraine runs at the moment. And just like Poland, Ukraine has not played a competitive international game since 2009. So the team may not exactly be tournament tested, which is a massive concern for some of the players that have been untested in the squad. Basically playing in friendlies and not really, getting the competitive experience needed to prepare for a Euro or a World Cup. Now, Ukraine will be looking to give their home fans something to talk about. They're hoping that the blend of veterans and youngsters can yield some positive results and mark a promising foray into the future. However, they've been dealt a bad hand with the group they've been placed in, and will ultimately struggle to get results in any of their games. For that reason, I have Ukraine finishing in last place in Group D. That's right, 4th out of 4. As they lack the quality and the talent needed to keep up with France, England, and Sweden, and lack the defensive utility needed to stop potent strikers like Wayne Rooney, Karim Benzema, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. All three potent strikers, all three, unfortunately, in Ukraine's group. A quick 3-and-out may not be what the fans were hoping for, but the performances needed to advance further in the tournament are just too far out of the reach for the Ukraine. At least their fans will be a huge presence and instill a bit of national pride for the team. And that's a wrap for Ukraine. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for starters. And later today, keep your eyes peeled for my new video where I tell you about Sweden's chances in Euro 2012. Till next time, I'm Aleks Mickelland, and you're watching Euro 2012 predictions on AMTV.